golden runes. This is like a super special item. Oh snap. He's looking at, oh boy. They're looking at me like, what are you doing? Oh boy. So what do we have here? We are still chilling with baby girl here. I just wanted to do some exploration station. Just because I feel like there was a lot of stuff that I probably missed out on, and just, you know, kind of doing like a, I don't know why I want to call it, I'm just gonna go for a Woody's roundup. A Woody's roundup of things. This probably, I can't say it will be an uneventful episode, but I'm just definitely want to go like run around a little bit. Like, I wanted to go into that other thing with the roofs. There was a couple of other things that I think were... Is this it? Oh yeah, this was one of the things I wanted to mess with. This thing, to see like if it actually goes somewhere. Like that. Like, look at this. See? Like, that's... Helmet. Oh, the whole armor set. See, like, there's definitely a world down. This looks like a trap that I've seen before. Yeah, okay. Sneaky. Golden rune. Oh, so there was ashes down here. INVADER soldier ashes. Now it shows us this goes even further down. I see a sign down there, so the next thing I want to go to is back into the like the rooftops or whatever. Well, that's one way down. I was hoping he was going to follow up. So he has double saws. Oh boy. What are you doing? Oh. Go off. What else is down here? We're kind of trapped down here, so. Long-tailed cat talisman. Renders the wearer immune to fall damage. Immune? There has to be a still like a threshold to that. Like you can still die. Before I do that, it looks like you can run up here. And you can. That's just water. Lost Ashes of War. I think that's how you make a duplicate. Alright, I think that's all that was there. Now I want to go back to those roofs. Before I do that, anyway, I got this. Give to a learned sorcerer to acquire new sorceries. Now, either I have to give that to the other chick, which I want to go talk to her anyway, but I want to see if he can, like, can I give that to any sorcery person and they can just teach me sorcery? But she seems to be the main one. Wait, what? What is this? What you guys been hiding from me? There's a lot of death in here. Okay. Is that first mimic? Didn't expect sorcery. Rock sling. Oh, the guys came down. Oh my. Please leave. And I was like in a random location, just me running around. I'm just trying to get back to the other guy, and we found another sorcery. God, it's like every time I think, and I'm even going the wrong way, but wait, it's telling me to go this way though. I've been following the 2. Is this not 2? Oh, this is 3. What the hell is 2? Horse thing that when I was playing with Chico, we marked it on the map. Oh boy. I missed an entire grace. Like, I don't know, man. Oh, what? Where's this guy? He's gone. Oh, thank God I bought all his spells. And that's honestly why you should always do that.
Oh, hello again. Something about this place felt familiar to me, so I decided to pay a visit, hoping to find someone here. But I've only found emptiness. Perhaps before my departure, I needed someone to say farewell to.
Now I wonder, she has probably like a crazy quest line, but I wonder if we just progressed it by coming here. What the hell?
Well, never mind that. I must focus on my journey, for which I have you to thank.
Give me something for free.
I must stay strong. Well, I must focus. I must.
Decoy ahead. Attacking ahead.
Well, never mind that.
Why would people say, okay.
Focus on my journey. I must.
You know what's another thing that I think is that sometimes these signs are like time based. Like they're actually only going to show up based on what you do. So like the fact that I don't remember anyone saying that this guy's a decoy. Try attacking, and now everyone wants to attack him. He probably did something. Either he did something or she did something based on the time frame of the fact that I'm coming here. But I guess I have to find Baby Girl 1, which is in one of these dungeons, which I have to remember. Oh, look at these little things. Merchant Kale. It says it like off to the side. There it is. Boom. Sorcerer Selin. We know she's involved as well, so it will be very interesting to see what she has to say, and also teach me the new stuff.
There you are, my apprentice. Shall we commence the lesson?
Yeah, here we go.
Our art draws upon the powers embedded in Glintstone.
I might have already talked about
But
this, I'm
what
not
is
sure.
the nature of such power? Glintstone is the amber of the cosmos. Golden amber contains the remnants of ancient life and houses its vitality, while Glintstone contains residual life and thus the vitality of the stars.
Okay.
It should not be forgotten that Glintstone sorcery is the study of the stars and the life therein, a fact lost on most sorcerers these days.
That's actually kind of spooky, because what she just said is that the magic in this game is based on the stars. That's kind of why you do like astrology when you do if you pay attention to all the spells. It's like you're doing some stuff like that. But it makes me think that, will they be going with some type of, not alien, you know, but some other different type of concept for that. Let's give her the scroll. And sometimes in these games with this system, sometimes it's better to give one thing to another thing, or one thing to another person, but hopefully we don't get screwed.
Takes me back to my academy days.
Oh well, we'll learn.
Very well. This is sorcery with which I'm not entirely unfamiliar. I'll be sure to incorporate it into one of your lessons. Never lose that inquisitive spirit, my apprentice.
Alright, so let's see the new spells that she has. So, the Comet Shard, which is kind of what I've been looking for since 82. Looks like it's what they usually have. It's like a basic version of something, but it's a little bit stronger for probably more mana. Yeah, this is 7. The basic Pebble, this is 19. Glintstone Stars we got that from somewhere. I think we found it or something. And then we have the Star Shower. Fires 6 shooting stars that pursue. The homing, these are homing. I have this. And then I feel like we already got these before. And then another arc, which we already have. See, this is the difference between like whether you start off, because I think we started off with the Pebble and the arc, but if you didn't start off with astrology, this is how you would get it. This is pretty much what the game is telling me. This is 10,000. Ugh. We already have a Pebble. I don't see the purpose of like buying it twice. I guess technically I should get the shield one.
Your appetite for learning is impressive. You make me proud to have grown little legs so readily. You must have a fabulous teacher.
Oh god. Sounds like she had dialogue based on like how much stuff I bought from her. But we have some stuff to test, don't we? Yes, we do. Hope you guys appreciate when I do this as well. So this is the Comet Shard. Looks like a bigger chunk. Like it's a little bit bigger, which is probably a good thing. Next up is the Star Shower. So it's the same thing as the other one, just more missiles, as it said. The shield. Which, funny enough, I should probably have gotten this and used it, because it usually makes the shield way more sturdy. Like, it takes less stamina, and it usually lasts a decent amount of time. Like, especially if I don't, like, actually replace it. Usually if you replace it or something like that, it goes away, like that. But not that bad of a buff, honestly. And then the Starlight. Oh, that's really good. How long does it last? I have no idea, but you know, I do have the lantern thing as well, but that's really good. Like if I'm going into a dungeon, I could put it on, because half the time I'm not using 6 spells or whatever like that. That's more of a PvP thing in my opinion. I know I say that all the time, but PvE you don't need 5 spells or something like that. Like maybe, you know, to be prepared for the situation, but this is a reason why you would have this as one of your slots. That guy's having a lot of trouble. Alright, Rock Sling. Pretty cool. Let's also see what they say now that I've killed another person, if they even have additional dialogue.
There's something I should mention to you as well.
Oh, he can talk to him.
I'm thinking of leaving the Roundtable Hold.
Why?
Do you know of the noble Gold Mask? Though he was but a tarnished, living outside the lands between, he was a great scholar who foresaw the coming guidance of grace. And now, I hear he has come to the lands between alone, to contemplate the Golden Order. I wish nothing more than to seek his instruction, and perhaps even help him in his research.
So he's telling me he's pretty much gonna leave soon. He didn't specify where this other guy was.
The Golden Order.
But that pretty much, to me, that means he's gonna leave. But she got her arm back? No, this is someone different.
Greetings. Nice to see you again. My name is Roderica.
Oh!
I should have told you sooner. Isn't this place impressive though?
The chick with the wolf.
The Roundtable Hold. Covert quarters of the Two Fingers. And gathering place of champions who vie to become Elden Lord. I never knew the guidance bestowed upon us Tarnished had such fantastic roots. Although, it's all a bit much for me, in truth. I'm still looking for my own purpose. It's all a bit, I'm still looking.
And by the way, I know that you can jump in there and there's like a fight. I've seen it many of times, but I still haven't done it. I'll probably do that once I'm done talking to everyone here. See if Raya has anything to say. He's a mage. Oh, there's like flies around him.
Always good to see you safe. So,
okay, about Roderica. Let's see what he says about her.
The girly boy.
Our boy.
She's crestfallen and can scarcely swing a blade. But she has a gift for spirit tuning.
Okay.
I saw another one like her long ago. Their eyes share the same hue.
The eyes. Interesting.
well, I see you found another great rune.
I did.
Wonderful.
You are a worthy fellow tarnished indeed. Make the journey to the capital, Lendel, that lies to the east of the Altus Plateau.
What?
At the foot of the Erd Tree. The Two Fingers will deny your passage no longer. You may be our best hope. Find your way to the Elden Ring, for we are tarnished. And we must answer the call of grace.
I kind of... That's interesting. I'll probably have to rewatch and see exactly where he was talking about, just in case. Let's look at
The
Raya.
Academy of Raya Lucaria lies to Limgrave's north, towering over the mist-laden lands of Liurnia. Renala is queen of the Carian royals, who govern the Academy.
Okay.
But Renala herself is no demigod. Her beloved Radagon left her to become Queen Marika's second husband, taking the title of King Consort.
Damn.
The great rune dwells within the amber egg that was Radagon's gift to her.
That's why she protects it so much. Tell me, baby, what did the mage lady give to us?
I had my doubts, but look at you. Only once before have I seen two great runes together. Look there. The fingers shudder with exuberance. Fine work, brave Tarnished. The greater will is pleased. You have earned the right to become Elden Lord. Now, seek the Erd Tree and an audience with Queen Marika to
What?
become Elden Lord and restore the Golden Order. The Fingers expect as much from you as they do young Gideon. Take this, a token of farewell.
Talisman pouch. Wait, but like they're making it seem as though once you get 2, you can just go beat the game. Is that a thing?
Go forth, become Elden Lord.
Because that would be weird. Like whenever a new like Souls game or whatever comes out, I like to go into his stream once he's beaten the game and just see the time, like how long does it take to beat this game in a speed run. Now his current speed run that I saw, I didn't watch the whole thing. I don't do that. I just like to see the time. So it's about 2 hours. Last time I looked in there, I think that was pre-patch. I know they just patched the game, but my Moonville's still doing good, baby. So it was like about 2 hours. I feel like it wouldn't take 2 hours to beat Godric and then go straight to Renala, especially like speed running, like you're just running like a banshee. I feel like those two things don't make sense to me. Like as far as like, and they're telling me to go somewhere and then try to be the Elden Lord. I feel like I'm interested, of course, but I hope that there's more. I mean, I still haven't even gone down here. But I also wouldn't put it past it, because technically a lot of the times in these games, there's times where, you know, it's like in Dark Souls 1, where you beat you beat a bunch of stuff, or you ring the 2 bells, and then once you rang the 2 bells, it opened up for you to fight like the other people. So I don't know if that's what they're alluding to. And maybe that's why I can't go fight General Radahn or something like that. I have to do something else first. The power of Burnin to receive equipment of champions. About Queen Marika. Yeah, what about her?
Queen Marika is the vessel of the Elden Ring, carrier of its vision. A god in truth.
She's a god.
But after the Elden Ring's shattering, she was imprisoned in the Erd Tree. A grim punishment for shattering the Order, despite her godhood. The fingers speak. Marika's trespass demanded a heavy sentence. But even in shackles, she remains a god and a vision's vessel. Confer great runes to become Elden Lord and join Queen Marika as her consort. The fingers have willed it so. Now you may go.
That's really weird. So that's kind of like, from what I'm getting out of that, we could collect the great runes to become an Elden Lord to just be by her side. Is that what the whole purpose of this is? That seems weird. I mean, usually they give you a choice at the end of a Souls game, but I'm pretty sure maybe that's the choice. You be her Queen Marika's homie, or you be a jerk. So now, okay, so now we beat her. So I've seen people walk around with her outfit. Does it have any significance though? A tall crown depicting the moon, worn by Renala, increases intelligence. Okay, so I should technically get this because it increases intelligence. Renala, head of both the Academy, Raya, Lucaria, and the Carian royal family, lost her husband Radahn. Lost her husband. Her heart went along with him. The other one made it sound like she just ditched her, but this one makes it sound like the guy died. And then those at the Academy realized that Renala was no champion after all. Damn. It's the robe and the leggings. That's her whole little outfit. All right, so here is the thing that we most waited for. So we have the Carian Regal Scepter, which is a staff. So you get a staff. Boosts full moon sorcery, which this looks like full moon sorcery, and that's kind of dick. It has high intelligence scaling for its first thing. It's just you need 60 intelligence to use it, and you have the actual full moon, which needs 70 intelligence to use. Now this is gonna be my hope. I'm gonna bribe my friend for this one. I would like to get the grafted, the fist weapon, because that would be funny, but I can also just give it up if they wanted one of those things, or I could just do it in a New Game Plus. That's usually what it is. For a mage player, 9 times out of 10, you usually have to do a New Game Plus, because there's usually a stupid decision like this where you have to do either or. It's kind of like the Pokemon games. Like, why? So far, I'm going to go with this, because if they get this, they can't give it to me, but if they get this, they could. So let us get this. Now he said he has spirit tune. Do you know you got spirit tuning powers, girl?
It's all a bit much for me. I'm still looking.
Oh, here we
You're
go.
telling me I possess some kind of gift?
According to that guy.
I don't believe you. But if If I do have this talent, and goodness knows it would be my first, I suppose I should try to hone it, shouldn't I? I'll ask Master Hugh to teach me. Certainly he does appear intimidating and holds no love for us tarnished. But I know he's trapped here at the Roundtable Hold, so I can tell. He's a gentle soul underneath it all.
And let's just see what this is. I've been dying to fight this thing. Probably really, really stronger from what I've seen other people try to do it. This bow. Oh, maybe that's the bow I need. Oh, he early rolls. Okay. Well, that really messes up AI. Ow, you mother... Sorry, buddy. I think you were for another time. Taunter's Tongue. I just don't understand the purpose of this fight. Oh, there's like a... Okay, something down here. Cypher Pata. Guy's like freshly burned. It's a fist weapon. It's a weapon. Unblockable blade. One of the weapons originated from the two fingers. A formless sequence of ciphers comprise its blade, and as such, no shield can repel it. Deals holy damage. The furtive inscription appears to hang in the air, the language of the light spoken by the two fingers. Unique skill, unblockable blade. Imbue the cipher blade with light, then lunge forward with a sudden piercing attack. This attack cannot be blocked. So I don't know if... I wonder if you could just jump down here and get this and then like do a whole like build off this item. Wow, you need just raw 30 faith. You need no strength, nothing, just raw faith, which it will penetrate most shields because they won't have the negation for it. And then you have actual move. That's interesting. I just want to see what they look like though. Like that actually looks stupid. Oh, well, no one seems to care, but at least I get an extra dialogue option.
The girl. What about her? Are you out of your mind?
You got nothing better to do.
With an ugly brute who only knows how to smith. Absurd. Besides, she'd never agree to it.
It's what she wants.
To believe it. I don't doubt you, but I know when something's too good to be true.
Just have her come and tell you herself. He likes Queen America though, so maybe that's why. Just Serapis Black Key Crossbow. Black crossbow featuring a long stock used for sniping and has a very long range weapon of Serapis, who served the two fingers from the shadows of the round table as a head confessor. And it's just a kick. Alright, we got enough for these two. Van two. Assassin's Prayer Book. Give to a learned cleric to acquire new incantations. Okay. So the only person then now I can finally actually test this because the D guy gives us incantations as well, or is they forcing me to use the prisoner? Now if they're forcing me to use the prisoner, which would be kind of scary because he says he wants to leave, so that might be a problem. I don't know if he can stay around until I can get enough money. Let's see if he can learn it.
Did you need?
No, right? See, look, I guarantee he will though.
Further study. I can happily spare the time, and
Yeah, give the prayer book.
that is a work of heresy.
So
Its incantations bear no lineage from the Erd Tree.
that's fine.
Very well. I'll take it off your hands.
You damn right. So now we have darkness. And it has to reduce fall damage. So it's just these two. That's the two of the books that I've given him have been like dark arts. I feel kind of bad. All right, so that was a lot. Now I just want to do this roof section. Hey look, I can block magic now. Okay, not fully. Alright, let's do it. Yeah, they got soldiers on the roofs, like. Oh, it's a bunch of little guys. Nice, has way more range. All right, we're good. Not. Oh boy. Gotta match that lock on. Behind. Oh, I guess one of the ones that I locked onto come at you later. Meteor bolt. Oh my. Got me. That does look like something. What is that? So that one item up there I missed. I have to come back for that. There's a ladder. That ladder leads to a completely different section though. Okay, so you got an item here. Imbued sword key. Item over here too. That looks interesting too. But I feel as if you go there, if I take the ladder down, I feel like I missed this other spot. I'm not afraid of falling because I can just use that talisman to negate the damage. Be wary of up. Where's up? Oh, hi. Hi, up. Now, where's this item? More golden runes. This is like a super special item. Oh snap. He's looking at, oh boy. They're looking at me like, what are you doing? That's another glintstone key. So that for that other guy, the other guy acts for one. I'm afraid if I start blasting off that they're gonna kill me. Luckily that guy got that melee life. A lot of blood stains in there as well. I feel like that's all we can do. We have to come down here. You know what? I should have saved his ass. Oh, I have another slot. Oh my. Okay. So if I can get a backstab on something. Shattering crystal. Why are you so magical? Twin Sage Glint. Oh, it's the greatly increases intelligence, detriment to HP and stamina. One of the glintstone crowns bestowed upon the Raya Lucaria. Same thing as this one, but this one's slightly different. Scholars of the Twin Sage Conspectus were the elite of the academy, permitted to study and excel in sorceries of all kinds. This one brings me up by this. This one gives me additional 3. Lowers my stamina by 9. Does nothing to my HP because my HP is already too low. So now, I think it's 58. Alright, so now they have this hallway. Okay, so he tried it. Let's reach. It does not. Try sorcery, then try jumping. I don't have any HP, brother. They have fire on it. Of course they have fire on it. Why wouldn't it? And I actually could have threw one more. Hey, we didn't take the ladder before, right? Ah. Bunch of crabs. Sombring 4. Oh my god, where's the 7? Alright, we made it back. This time I have enough mana to just spam him down. Nope, not dealing with that. Perfumer's Vault, High Page Hood. And what is this room? Try attacking. Azura's Glintstone Staff. It carries 52 intelligence. Starts off with a B. Probably has no skills attached to it. Staff of the primeval Glintstone Sorcery Azure. Only those who have glimpsed what lies beyond wisdom of the stone may wield it. Reduces cast time of all sorcery but consumes additional FP. So it's very similar to this one. This is Lasat and this is Azure. I wonder if you fight both of them in the game. Oh, this one's heavy. Oh, it's 4 pound. No? Yo, shoutouts to all the melee people that had to run through this just to get a staff. Okay, so this is the beginning. So I wonder if you were able to see up top. Not the beginning, but this is the little library. This is another Ah, there we go. So now it's like a shortcut. I can come back up here if I want to. Ooh la la la. Look at this. Walked out of here. Saw this message. Maybe this is something. Not gonna climb just yet. Definitely her. Dead Scholar. Free stone key. Here. Oh, that would have been a good one. What I was trying to do is I was still trying to find that item. So I'm thinking like maybe it's an upper place that I haven't seen yet. Yeah, you can jump over it, but for what? Oh, there's like a... This is behind that wall. Oh boy. Where the hell am I now? Oh, there he goes. So maybe did they make these jars? I'm curious. What item is this? Gravel school to raises the potency of sorceries. Okay. Figured they'd eventually do that. Oh, open. Oh, this is one of those doors that says does not open from inside. So he was guarding this. They seem pretty pissed. Very pissed. Oh yeah, this is the shattering crystal. So that, or you can hold it. Still haven't opened this door. Aha. This is the other side. But I still hear that pumpkin knight. He must be up these stairs. Because I'm just trying to find that stupid rooftop. It's on the side somewhere. There goes the pumpkin we hear. Bro, you didn't hear that? Jesus. Oh, wait. Oh, is this where the stone? That's where they dropped the stupid stone. I don't want to go there because I'm afraid it's going to just pop down on me. Wow, let's see what this is about. Glintstone Scarab. That's just a headpiece. This is Cerulean Tier, and then this is Glintstone. This one reduces the FP cost of things, but increases the damage. This goes back to this. I can teleport back if I need to. Where does this teleport me to, though? Curious. In the middle of nowhere. Church of Vows. Is this Saint Turtle?
You're tarnished, aren't you? I welcome you to the Church of Vows. I am Miriel, steward of this sacred chamber. My apologies for the unseemly state of affairs. Do you know the origin of this place?
You are
How
talking.
It came to be known as the Church of Vows?
I don't know.
That is a shame. But who can blame you? The shattering has caused us, all of us, to lose sight of something very dear. It is here, at the Church of Vows, that the great houses of the Erd Tree and the Moon were joined by the matrimonial bond between red-haired Radagon and Renala of the Full Moon.
Okay.
And so our church holds in view the monuments of both houses, the Erd Tree of the capital and the Academy of Raya Lucaria. Oh, was there something you needed? You are free to show yourself around. I would serve as your guide, only my legs aren't what they used to be. If you find anything of use, you are free to take it with you. Unless perhaps you are in search of instruction, in which case I will share all that I know.
Oh. Wait, sorcery. Magic glint blade. Creates a sigil that forms a projectile glint after a delay. And then the carrying greatsword. That's the big one. We can afford both. Cool. Study incantations. Blessing wound grants blessings to self and nearby allies. I'll take that too. About Ragadan.
You wish to know more of Lord Radagon?
Yeah, he cheated on a girl.
Lord Radagon was a great champion, possessed of flowing red locks. He came to these lands at the head of a great golden host. When he met Lady Renala in battle, he soon repented his territorial aggressions there, and became husband to the Carian queen. However, when Godfrey, first Elden Lord, was hounded from the lands between, Radagon left Renala to return to the Erdtree capital, becoming Queen Marika's second husband and king consort, taking the title of Second Elden Lord.
Okay.
The mystery endures to this day as to why Lord Radagon would cast Lady Renala aside, and moreover, why a mere champion would be chosen for the seat of Elden Lord.
I can ask him more about Radon. Yeah, why would he? So he was, like, again, he was married to Renala. He left her to become pretty much the second lord. Why are they fighting in here? Something spicy must happen in here.
You know, it's said that Lord Radagon harbored a secret.
What is that?
A famed sculptor of the Erdtree capital was once summoned to render Lord Radagon's likeness in giant stature, when he glimpsed the skeleton in Radagon's closet. And as such, it's said the great statue harbors his secret too.
They saw a skeleton in his closet. Let's keep going.
You know, it's said that Lord...
Oh, I gotta find out where this guy lives.
You wish to know more of Lady Renala?
Yes.
She is queen, head of the Carian royal family, and governor of the Academy of Raya Lucaria, the great and beautiful full moon witch. Sadly, her heart was broken when Lord Radagon left her, and then, when the Academy rebelled against the royals, she was locked away in the Grand Library. In the end, Lady Renala was left alone, cradling the amber egg Lord Radagon bequeathed her. Now she devotes herself to it through forbidden rite, the grim art of reincarnation. You would do well to remember, severing a vow, strongest of bonds, has consequences ever more dire.
Interesting, and then there's no more here. What's in the chest? Gold sewing needle. Golden tailoring tools. For demigod attire? Allows demigod garb alteration at the site of grace. Oh! And still the greatest mystery is how do you get this item? Oh, someone even put a thing there. Like, it should be something up here. Like, possibly going up here. And that's how I found all the other stuff. I'm just trying to find, like, where do you walk across or fall down from? I tried a bunch of jumping, but it's just... That's just like jumping on there. But that would be insane. I don't even think you'd make the jump. I know what area that is. Attack this thing a billion times. There's no wall. Attacked all the walls in there as well. This is something I'm not getting. Well, you know what? Maybe let me go down there and look at that side of the wall. And yeah, I tried this. Oof. Haven't I been here already? Oh, I see. I think it's down there. That might be it. Or right here. A ladder. There we go. I knew it. I'm like, there has to be like something. So sneaky. Luckily that shattering thing is pretty much like a shotgun. This item better be worth it. Oh, baby. First treasure chest. Full moon crossbow. Magic scaling crossbow. One of a kind enchanted crossbow of exquisitely detailed craftsmanship, made to celebrate the matrimonial union and reconciliation between the houses of the Erdtree and the Full Moon, Lyondell and Raya Lucaria. The two rings dance when reloading the weapon, reveals true worth when used with holy infused bolts. And it's just a kick. Holy infused bolts. I just want to see. It says it looks cool when it reloads. Oh, that's cool. And there it is. Let me just make sure if there's anything else. I doubt it. That's just the ledge below us that we already know. Boom, jump over that. We finally found it. Let me not die here.